Welcome back to the Smash with Ash show. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Ashley, and today we are going to be making jerk chicken tacos with an Alfredo dipping sauce and some dirty rice on the side, and it's about to be so good, so stay tuned. But before we get started, you know I have a word today, and the word is 1 Corinthians 6:18. Flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a man commits are outside his body, but he who sins sexually sins against his own body. Do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your body. Meaning the world has normalized sexual immorality through media, movies, and TV shows. And sexual immorality means having sex before marriage, outside of marriage, basically. We live in a society with a lustful generation today, and it is increasing like never before. But God's command saving sex for marriage still stands till this day. God shows you it still stands till this day, because when we choose to disobey, we experience the curses that come upon us, which are unwanted pregnancies, unwanted diseases, and emotional heartbreak with soul ties. None of us would experience those curses if we would just wait till marriage and stop being stubborn and giving in to this lustful desire. God tells us to flee from it to protect us from all the unwanted destruction that comes along. Trust me, I still battle my own lustful desires, but I always have to remind myself that the temporary pleasure is not worth the longevity consequences that come with it. God will help you overcome your lustful battle by suppressing your desire for it if you're truly sincere and want to change. That way you can be patient and wait for your husband or wife that you're actually meant to share that bond with. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our jerk chicken tacos, so stay tuned. So I got this jerk chicken marinade recipe from my friend Julian. So if you guys ended up trying this recipe out and it does not turn out good, then y'all can blame him. No, I'm just messing with you, Julian. I had to call you out. But this recipe is honestly marvelous. It is so good. And I chopped 4 bunches of green onions along with 3 limes, because we're about to use the juices from the limes in the marinade. And then I got some fresh ginger, and then I peeled it. And I used about 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger. Then I used 5 habanero peppers, and I cut the stems off and removed the seeds. If you want your chicken to be a little more spicier, then make sure you leave some of the seeds with it. But I didn't want it to be too spicy, so I removed all of them. Then we put all our ingredients in a blender, along with 1/4 a cup of ground allspice, 2 tablespoons of ginger, 6 cloves of garlic, 1/4 cup of vinegar, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme, 1/4 cup of olive oil, 2 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of whole black peppercorns, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 3 limes squeezed. Get all the juices out. Then you want to blend it together and set it aside to marinate your chicken. Next, I used 5 boneless, skinless chicken thighs and removed the fat. Then I washed my chicken. And then after, I put my chicken in a bowl and poured my marinade over my chicken and covered it nice and evenly, gave it a toss. And then after, you want to cover it with some foil and put it in the fridge and let your chicken marinate overnight so you can get all those flavors and juices and be ready to cook the next day. Now it's time to stop dancing around and start our prep for our dirty rice. And I chopped 1 green pepper along with 1 red pepper, and you want to chop it up the same way you chop the green pepper. And then I also chopped up 6 garlic cloves. I minced that together along with 1 medium yellow onion. Then I chopped up some Cajun-style smoked andouille sausage, and you want to make sure you chop them in half to where it's bite-sized pieces for your rice. Then I chopped some green onion for garnish. In a skillet on medium-high heat, you want to saute your sausages until they look nice and golden brown like this. And then you're going to add your ground pork to it, and you're going to saute that until that's also nice and golden brown, just like this. Next, I seasoned it with adobo seasoning and garlic salt, onion powder, and then I tossed that around, gave it a stir. After removing the pork ground sausage, I poured a little bit of oil in the pan and I sauteed my onions and peppers with my minced garlic. And you want to saute this down just until the veggies are nice and soft and translucent. Then you're going to add your rice and you're going to saute that for 3 to 4 minutes until it gets nice and toasted. And then you're going to add your fresh herbs to your pan. And then you're going to throw your meat back to the pan as well. Then add your chicken stock. And once you add your chicken stock, you're going to add 3 bay leaves. And you're going to cover and let it cook for 15 minutes. Next, I seasoned it with Creole seasoning, New Orleans Cajun seasoning, chili powder, and onion powder. And I gave that a toss, and then you want to make sure you taste as you go so it tastes as your desired tasting. In a cast iron skillet on medium-high heat, you're going to saute your jerk chicken in some oil until it looks nice and golden brown, just like this. And then you're going to cut your chicken up into bite-sized pieces just like this. Now for our tacos, we're going to double wrap them, so cook your first set of tortillas for like 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Well, actually 2 minutes on each side. Then your second set of tortillas, you're going to layer your cheese on there, allow it to melt, and then you're going to add your chicken to it. And oh my gosh, don't these jerk chicken tacos already look so good? Okay, there we go. They are ready to go and be plated looking just like this. So we are ready to try our jerk chicken tacos, and they look so good. So we about to dig in, okay? But let me try the dirty rice first, because the dirty rice is bomb. That dirty rice tastes so similar to the Zartarian's dirty rice.
What?
I think I'm saying that right. The Box Zartarian's New Orleans dirty rice. Oh my gosh. Now for the jerk chicken tacos. We're gonna dip it in the Alfredo sauce. Ooh. Wow. Jerk chicken is so good with Alfredo sauce. You guys need to try this recipe out and let me